let's have a look at the 3 films that have came out since the Avengers and where I find them in my sort of like or dislikes thing. So obviously people know that I completely hate Iron Man 3. And I completely love Thor 2. But where does Captain America stand? Is it in the middle, or is it beneath Iron Man 3, or on top of Thor 2? Really, it's actually on top of possibly almost the Avengers. One of the sort of bigger questions from the whole movie, or before the movie, was what happens to Captain America after the events of the Avengers? Because as we all know, Iron Man goes back to Malibu, Thor goes back to Asgard. Where does Captain America go? He can't go back to the past, and even if he did, that means they'd have to explain time travel. So he's stuck in the present. So what does he do? The only thing that he can do is serve his country by joining S.H.I.E.L.D. And this was a great step to go on. Now we don't see the whole process of that because I think that would be boring, but we get to an understanding of where he is, because he thinks that S.H.I.E.L.D. is just like there to help, to protect the people, but he discovers that it's not really all that about that now. It's like some people have hidden missions, you know, that are beneath other people even to know. And with this current threat happening, it's the whole trust thing in this whole movie starts to become a bigger grand scale of it, and trust is definitely the issue point of the whole movie. To what I will say, Chris Evans is possibly the best Captain America portrayal ever. He's really, really good, and I think he was really the star of this whole movie. Every time you watch other movies, yes, you do get a star, but sometimes it's stealed by other things. You know, like, while I love Chris Evans in Thor, he's really pretty much stolen by Tom Hiddleston as Loki. And practically with Robert Downey Jr. as being Robert Downey Jr. in practically most every Iron Man movie. Even in the Avengers, like, he practically stole the limelight from the main cast. So, but Chris Evans really steals the show every way. Scarlett Johansson's great and all, but I don't think like her performance is, you know, really life-threatening and whatnot. Even though that's kind of way they pronounce it. And Samuel L. Jackson is Samuel L. Jackson, to be honest. But other than that, I think Chris Evans was the star of the show. Second to that was the Winter Soldier, and he was completely awesome. Kind of reminds me like the Terminator back in the day. And the other thing I completely love is this whole kind of like spy espionage kind of thing, because that's kind of the way the film was kind of portrayed, and it was pretty damn awesome. To another point was that I noticed with with Iron Man and Thor was there was a lot of humour in it, and I kind of thought this is going to be the standard for all Marvel movies. Even Guardians of the Galaxy is going to have this kind of humour. While Captain America has humour, it's only slight. This is a very serious movie. Nothing is taken ever so lightly, and it's pretty awesome that they went this way, because they could have went the whole funny business, add comic relief into a movie that probably didn't need it, and they don't. This is possibly fantastic, and yes, I think to me this is probably the better comic book movie overall, because the acting was done really well, the action scenes are fantastic, it's kind of actually non-stop, to be honest. It does take breathers here and there, and the sort of resolution from the start to beginning starts to meet full circle, which is fantastic. Is there any criticism to that? I would probably say not really much of term of bad guy, which is quite a sad thing to say. Like, the final bad guy sort of fight scene is kind of short in my opinion, and there's not really enough kind of left to sort of build up on it, and they try to sort of build up here and there, but not really so much. But this is just a kind of minor nitpick, because I actually think this film is almost completely perfect. So perfect, in fact, I'm actually going to give it a solid 10 out of 10. This was so far my favourite movie of the whole year. Really good. I could watch this time and time and again, and I think I will. But what do you people think about it? Do you Do you think this is the best film of the whole comic series, or do you think it's just better than the first Captain America movie? Put your thoughts down in the comments, and remember to sort of like and favourite this channel, and until then I will see you later. Obviously it's mandatory to stay through the credits, obviously.